Oh, God. Why have we basically got a Chinese mirror? It's fine. Points of interest are going to make this interesting, I promise. Have you ever want to see the Chinese that they had samurai working for them? That's going to happen this game. We are on mega random land. Points of interest. Good lord. Oh, my God. They are stacked. This is a ridiculously clumped group of POIs. B versus Anasan, by the way, and I actually can't believe this. Are you kidding me? Bruh. Spearmen immediately get to go for the Wolf Den. The Wolf Dens are really important in this matchup for Pro Scout's timing. Another interesting thing about the spawn, guys. He got double forgotten. Okay, this is broken spawn. This is like a GG spawn for B, I think. The only thing he's missing is a good meditation garden. I don't see one, but what I do see are these. Guys, Forgotten Runes, you can put a villager in them to generate stone and then excavate a relic. Really good for Shushi that want to go semi-fast castle and rush relics. And remember, there's already 5 relics on the map. So just think about what it does to the macroeconomics of the game. Wait. 3 Forgotten Runes? Alright, GG. Meanwhile, Anatan got none. He can have Ronin. Did he get... He got double merchant camp, so not too bad. He only got 1 wolf camp, which is pretty rough. And also, China chose to age up. Yeah, because he done the no Imperial official build, so he couldn't afford to go for the Spearman. That's an unfortunate advantage that Shushi have, I guess. We do need to pay out, so game 2 was a B win. G3, let me put up the decider. That's why you're loving the Oblivion remaster. Is the jank in the game, of course. I'm just loving the game. Yeah, so for those like tuning on YouTube, we were talking about like people's desire to just be the best, do the best, follow what the best are doing. My take is, maybe it's like anti to my content. Just play the game and enjoy the game. Like, you see that guy right there, Mudo? See that guy right there? That's a TI flexer. Like, he's been... How many TIs have you been at, Mu? He almost won one as well. Absolute Giga Chad has more earnings than any Age of Empires 4 player. And Mu, are you just like... Are you trying to be the best at the game? Or are you just enjoying the game? Don't you dare say you're being the best. I've seen your build orders. It's okay to just enjoy the game. I mean, hell, Cyril's this way. I remember I was like, Cyril, you gonna come back and compete? Because he messaged me, him and Jigelo messaged me about me casting their games. Like, we're fine for you to do that. We'd love that you do that. They didn't want to compete, though. They just wanted to have a game they had fun with. That's fine. Trying to enjoy it, but somehow you're climbing fast. But that's the thing, right? The enjoyment has to come, and then maybe you climb fast. But it's not like... If you were just thinking, oh man, I'm going to be really good at this game. If we're being totally real, you choose... Probably still StarCraft, because they've got the Esports World Cup to try, like, money-wise, right? Or like, I don't know, another big scene with big buku bucks. Is Zero playing Age these days? I think he's been playing some 2v2s again. He comes and goes. Yeah. Like, we'll get to the cast now and focus on the game because this is the decider. But, like, my message to people watching the stream, watching YouTube, just enjoy what you play. The rest comes afterwards. If you can't even enjoy what you play, then you're going to burn yourself out. The whole experience is going to be worthless. You'll practice these build orders for 2 months and realize that you haven't bothered to enjoy the game, and then you won't want to continue. It's not worth it. That's why I try not to be one of those people. It's like, I start a game, it's like, what is the optimal RPG build order for this single-player RPG? Ugh. I just want to make mistakes. Like my parents did 31 years ago. Oh, wait, that's dark. Not going to finish that statement. Do we have Forgotten Runes playing it? No. Not at all. So B is going to realize he has to blob army. It's tricky because in theory the Forgotten Runes are good, but they're generating stone. So like, do you want to build TCs? If the answer is no, then don't touch these, really. But it does mean that he's going to, what, fast castle into normal relic grab, and then you bring villagers out afterwards? Practice build of 30 minutes, not 2 months. You'd be surprised what people will do. My fun and your fun are not the same thing. Agreed. But like, to your whole idea of like This originally started with the idea that adding points of interest to normal games is bad because people have to learn new things. Okay, then by your own admission, what you just said, there are plenty of people potentially who would love it. Not everyone has to be anchored in they want nothing to change. Shaz hands. Okay, Chuganu versus Archers would be good for Chug if you had numbers. But guys, someone we haven't really emphasized yet, this is an Anatan Archer build. And I rarely see this guy lose with this build. This build actually feels borderline toxic. He blobs Archers so quickly. Blacksmith techs will come naturally because of the discounts and the return on investment. You basically buy a blacksmith tech inside the Imperial Academy aura, and you get a third of what you spent back. And this is rough. Villagers now getting sniped. 2 so far. Awkward position to find yourself in, especially against China that you know is just going to have full imp officials when you can't. I mean, these guys feel like limp officials by comparison. Because every time you build one, you're sacrificing a villager. Hence the 4 eco lead. I know, it's legitimately just brute forcing archers. Horsemen are meant to be the counter here. It's not really feeling like it right now, though. Eventually, Anno's going to get swept away here. His archers just can't come in quick enough, but I don't know. It's an eco lead that I think matters here. The trade-off, though, was this actually Pro Scouts? No, so that's why Anatan hit this timing. He has 0 Pro Scout play behind this. So if B just outlasts him here, theoretically he wins. When they're going to nerf the Order of the Dragon crossbow attack speed? Yeah, so that's like a bug. I don't know when they're going to fix it, but it's an unintended change. Okay, so after the A-click extravaganza, I'm not sure how Anatan feels about his position in this game, but things look a bit weird. He did get worker kills that matter. Something definitely happened here, though, because economically, he should be ahead. Yeah, the count doesn't make sense. It's a 2 villager difference. 2 worker... Actually, yeah, no, this is good. Oh, chat, I realized what they've done. Wait, have they? Something's not right here. Is he in the Forgotten Ruins and that... Okay, dude, this is so baiting. Guys, B has 30 villagers, but I think when you put villagers in the Forgotten Ruins, they technically don't exist anymore until there's a decap? Wait, is that right? I'm so confused. I'm just double checking this. So B, he has 35 eco, 31 villagers, 4 Imperial officials. The Forgotten Ruins is selected separately. Let me do a double check here. Okay, no, it is just a weird UI behavior. This one does still track. So villagers inside the Forgotten Ruins do affect your population still. But like, wait, how is Anatan not ahead by 4? It's China versus Shushi and Imperial Academy. Like, bare minimum, there should be a 3 villager lead for Anno. Like, actually, more than that, because he killed 2 workers. So, I think he missed production in quite a bit. Could cost him dearly. He should be a mile ahead, B, but hello, this dive in. No wheelbarrow either due to Pro Scouts. A heavy dose of pain. Increases by another 7 worker kills. And now Anatan can be economically ahead. And militarily likely to be behind here. Technologically, most definitely. And also that tech upgrade. Just auto-upgrade the Ronins. Wait, is he doing this? Yeah, he's forcing this intentionally. So a rush on the gold here with the Ronin spam. He can just break him. Archers finally arrive. They're only doing 1 damage, though. And if full attention is here, then what the hell is going to block the monks rushing relics? Okay, this is epic. This might be the best use of the Ronins I've seen so far. It's creating so much space for B. He'll eventually lose them, but that's not the point, guys. The point is what they've done. In a game where he was getting dove, where B was in really shaky wars, this is giving him the breathing space he needs. Question now is whether he can follow up with some damage. He did just capture another lost Ronin camp. Okay, I actually really feel for Anatan. Like, this spawn, it was bad enough your opponent has got extra relics down the line. The fact that you got triple Ronin camp next to you is just ridiculous. It's not a good thing, guys, because you have to think of these Ronin camps like proxy Raxes. So if they're next to your base, they're actually a weapon to be used against you. This is sick. Anatan has had to resort to farms. Remember, he never went pro scouts. B himself can't be looking good for food for much longer. And it did at least eject from the Forgotten Ruins before it could turn into a capture. Lancers are now arriving, though. Spearmen are turning up. So I think Anno should be able to protect himself from the dive, but the problem he has now is all that worker damage kind of counts for naught if all the relics start getting hoovered. Big fan of the capturables? Agreed. Once they generate better. So the generation in this is like a mega lull because of the fact that we're playing a LAN mega random tournament. Oh, I just realized no one mentioned, like, what happened with the UI? I'm so sorry. There we go. That's much better. That was a cursed UI for 13 minutes on the replay, and now I feel really bad. Oops. Too many scenes. God damn it. I hope that doesn't ruin the upload. Because this has been a really interesting game. But yeah, just to emphasize, the maps that do have point of interest right now are well balanced. It's just this one is mega random, so it's not going to be well balanced at all. Stone one's a bit jank. Yeah, it's a bit weird. The villager is not invulnerable. If you decapture it, they get ejected, and then you can just kill them. What is happening? Ronins are on dog patrol. Oh my god. Alright, so we'll get to the goal in the end. Little payday for B. Oh dear, oh dear. I think he's just kind of in A-click mode right now. Man, these Ronin have done everything though. I think this game was over if he didn't have that Ronin pull. It's about the unit positioning. It's about the fact they insta-produce. Changed everything. Anatan, he's still stuck in age 2 going Chug. Need more relic grab? B, this has to be what? 3 relics? Yeah, so there's 2 left on the ground. There's 2 missing, 1 garrisoned. He's rushing them all home. 5 monks right now is Monk S. B's gradually finding his way towards a castle timing. The problem is, like, what's left when you get there at this rate. That's what I'm not sure of. Because he keeps getting forced to reinvest. Like, that's the whole point of these samurai. What makes them kind of toxic here. At this point in the game, you've got gold. You've still got enough gold. So you just keep vomiting these guys out and running them into the enemy base. Because all of a sudden, Anatan has to add in more units. More units. More units. The more he does this, the further away he is from castle. Meanwhile, B takes the opportunity to sneak out on the flank, so good he's being gathered. Has got his own monks. The Chug have not been upgraded. That's about to be fixed. Veterancy is there. Oh boy. Monks. Oh my god. What spearman? Okay, so we'll just try to trade out with the Chug. Best thing you can do here. Those monks are madmen. What a cool game. It is 3 relics home now. 2 more to be grabbed, and then with the excavation, you can get 2 more on top of that. So basically, just to really emphasize that this could be a 7 relic game for B. That doesn't sound busted to you. You've probably not watched enough Age of Empires 4 over the years. Yeah, I love monks. Monks are still to this day one of my favorite units. It's just, there's a lot of things I don't like about Shushi, i.e., Shuganu, Nesta Bees. I'm not fans of those things. And yeah, yellow capped the stone because when he was diving, his army stood here. So remember, points of interest capture quicker and decap quicker when you have more units in range. For B, he's never stopped units here because he keeps diving. Why would you keep units at home when there's units to kill on the other side? Sound logic. Let's get a work kill. Also does scout the tech. Now, it is a 10 eco lead for Anatan. He did go Song Dynasty, so Barbican's been amplifying him a little bit. But don't write off B's economy just yet, guys. He's got full map control. He didn't quite get the merchant camps. Yeah, final relic's coming home, so it's going to be a 5 relic pull. There's the capture we were waiting for. So B is now taking control of the points of interest. Remember, there are triple Forgotten Ruins here. So you could turn this into a 2TC timing, and then after you've done all the stone gen, 3 more relics are going to erupt here in front of B's base. So I said 7 relics, I meant 8. I forgot about the 3rd Forgotten Ruins. Oh, this marketplace? We don't talk about this marketplace. It doesn't exist. Full in as well from B. Not allowed to touch his food. You know, I don't think Anatan is dead necessarily, but it does feel like urgency is required here. Because if you slow roll this, and let's say we play this out to like full, like macro level, full economy, your opponent is gonna have better economy due to the relics with pagodas. So it's definitely something to be mindful of. Upsides is obviously Chinese in the late game have some better unit options. They've got the hand cannoneers. Shushi have 0 hand cannoneers. Great Wall Gatehouse usually protects farms a lot better than anything Shushi can get as well. What a wacky game. Well, B is no longer outmassed. So many Chug as well. And Forgotten Ruins. I think it is time to deploy the boys. No? We're just going to have them captured for no reason? Come on. Hop inside. Imagine talking about trade. Oh, move. We'll teach you. Chinese Shushi tax means who cares about trade? XD. Why would you set up a lucrative trade industry to globalize the world when you could just tax your peasants forever and never until you think they run out of money, and then you find that little bag they've been stockpiling underneath their bed so they can send their kids to college? Your kids don't need college because they're just going to join the lumberjack line in the very dangerous forest anyway. Timber, Papa. Timber. Shushi tax good? Oh, yes. And so is Chinese tax. They're very good when you scale them. Shushi tax is actually better than Chinese tax in the late game because you can build up to 8 taxmen, and then you can also get movement speed on them. Speed of speed. This is quite the swift rate to just blast for an army. Anatan outnumbered, almost double the Chug for B. Yeah, and spear defense is going to be a fail. The problem here is it's also bolt magazines, so your opponent gets first strike. This is one of the areas where, in a range battle, Shushi demolished China. Chug. Kind of crazy that Anatan got baited so deeply into it. Now, the massacre on the tree line. All of a sudden, that eco lead that Anno worked so hard to build up in this game is gone. We do have the villagers inside the Forgotten Ruins. This is potentially an 8 relic game for B. I just don't think there's anything left. Yeah, there it is. GG gets called. B. What an insane turnaround here. The lost Ronins carrying him through to a win instead of that loss.